Next on Today in St. Louis, 2 weeks into the season, fights in local schools are affecting weekend football games. We asked parents and teachers what they think is the solution.
A dry start to the day on what's going to be a bit of a rainy week ahead. I'll tell you how the weekend is going to pan out.
It's a holiday weekend, the local events the whole family can enjoy.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
And right now we are focused on just a grand look at the Gateway Arch this morning. Isn't that just stunning?
It is beautiful.
If you are driving near the city at night this month, you'll notice your skyline looks different. Just like in May, the Arch's lights will be off as birds migrate south ahead of winter weather. And fun fact, 40% of our nation's migratory waterfowl, like ducks and geese, use the Mississippi River corridor to migrate. The lights will be back on October 1st. Well, good morning to you. It's Saturday, September 2nd. Hope your holiday weekend is off to a good start. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Tracy Henson, and we are looking at some nice weather for the day today, and we should enjoy it because it does look like our week ahead is going to be a little bumpy as far as weather goes.
Yeah, warm again.
Yes, definitely. All right, that sunrise, we'll show you one more look at it again, just because it is certainly so pretty out there. Those sunrises getting later and later, so we're just getting to that time of year when you turn on Today in St. Louis, we have a beautiful sunrise to show you. Temperature-wise this morning, it is 61 degrees, so we're still nice and cool. Enjoy that crisp condition when you get outside because it's not going to be like that tomorrow. Humidity is at 81%, which is pretty typical overnight. Through the rest of our day today, though, it will be more humid. We're going to make it up to around 90 degrees, and that's a 90 that'll feel more like about 93 to 95 or so degrees, maybe a little warmer in a few areas. Nice and sunny throughout the day, very light winds, almost a stagnant wind out there. For tonight, warm conditions, we're up to 70. See, big difference compared to that 61 we have this morning. So definitely not as refreshing as what we're waking up to. Winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour with that 70 and those light winds. I would expect to see some fog out there as well. Our sunset is tonight at 7:30.
Trace. It's week 2 of high school football season in the bi-state, and today is National Tailgate Day. Corey Miller will bring us highlights from these Friday Night Lights games in a bit, but this season, violence during the school day is affecting games across the bi-state. Vashon and Cardinal Ritter did not play last night after a fight at Vashon. St. Louis Public School administrators say threats were made during the incident, so they postponed the game just to be safe. This morning, the district is working with Cardinal Ritter to reschedule. On the Illinois side, fights at Alton High School didn't cancel or postpone last night's game, but the administration restricted attendance. Parents tell us the fights aren't a new problem. The fights at Alton High are also affecting schoolwork. They canceled classes Thursday and spent Friday learning remotely. Our Mercedes McKay spoke with parents and teachers about what next week could bring.
It's kind of tough to see your students going through this and staff going through this.
The Alton High School parking lot was unusually empty for a Friday as students learned remotely. One day after classes were completely canceled.
And it was just one of those things that kind of spiraled out of control, and it was a tough situation.
That situation was this. A series of fights that broke out inside the school Wednesday. This just one of the many videos circulating on social media that caught the violence in action.
I think it points to a bigger problem that we have, that a lot of students are dealing with a lot of problems.
That's why Alton Education Association President Bobby Rickman is calling on safer schools so students know they're loved and cared about.
And we've got to work on making sure that they understand that and learning how to reach all of our students.
For Alton High School parent Sarah Rose, this isn't anything new.
Over the course of 10 to 11 years that my kids have been in the middle school or the high school, I haven't seen any change.
In fact, the mom of 4 says the situation has only gotten progressively worse.
In asking the kids about their day, not just daily but weekly, it's like, how was your day? How were classes? Did anybody get in any fights?
While Rose understands the district trying to avoid the escalation of violence at Friday night's football game, she's upset it's come down to this.
It's kind of removing that high school experience for our kids. It's just really sad.
The concerned mom just wants the district to be proactive instead of reactive.
We all just want to know what is going to be the solution, both the short term and the long term.
Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Administrators tell us they're putting safety and security measures in place for next week. You can read the district's full statement in this article under the As Seen on TV section of KSDK.com. Well, this morning from 8 to 10, students and staff can stop by Francis Howell High School to pick up their personal belongings. The school evacuated everyone yesterday after receiving reports of a bomb threat. St. Charles County Police cleared the school and say the threat was called in from out of state. Well, right now, a 17-year-old faces charges as an adult for killing a 16-year-old on North St. Louis County. Police charges Zachariah West with second-degree murder, attempted robbery, and armed criminal action. They claim West met with the victim, Tavion Whitby, to buy marijuana. He's accused of robbing Whitby inside his car on Eldor Drive before shooting him twice. The car then crashed into a pole on Spanish Pond Road. Police are holding West on a $500,000 cash-only bond. This morning, we know more about another death inside the St. Louis City Justice Center. 5 on your side confirmed with a family member that 55-year-old Terrence Smith died in custody yesterday. He was the 8th inmate to die in the past 16 months and the 2nd within just 1 week. The jail did not notify police about his death for hours. A jail oversight board member went to the jail to demand answers. They were cited for trespassing.
I'm on the oversight board. They didn't care. They handcuffed me. They treated me terribly. It doesn't matter who you are, if you work for the city, if you're volunteering for the city, if you're detained by the city.
St. Louis Board of Aldermen President Megan Green responded to Smith's death, demanding a change in leadership at the CJC and for calling greater oversight. Right now, investigators are looking for signs of a cybersecurity incident in any hospital system, health systems, hospitals. There were system-wide telephone outages earlier this week. Though experts haven't found any proof of an incident yet, HSHS is updating its security measures anyway.